If you have to try to be cool, you will never be cool. If you have to try to be happy, then you will never be happy. Maybe the problem these days is people are just trying too hard. What's up everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Tanvir Ahmed, and hey, consider subscribing if you haven't already to upgrade yourself and your relationships to the next level. Happiness, like other emotions, is not something you obtain, but rather something you occupy. Let me explain. When you're raging pissed and throwing a socket wrench at the neighbor's kids, you are not self-conscious about your state of anger. You are not thinking to yourself, am I finally angry? Am I doing this right? No, you're out for blood. You occupy and live the anger. You are the anger. And then it's gone. Just as a confident man doesn't wonder if he's confident, a happy man doesn't wonder if he's happy. He simply is. Happiness is not the same as pleasure. When most people seek happiness, they're actually seeking pleasure. Good food, more time for TV and movies, a new car, parties with friends, full body massages, losing 10 pounds, becoming more popular, and so on. But while pleasure is great, it's not the same as happiness. Pleasure is correlated with happiness but does not cause it. Ask any drug addict how their pursuit of pleasure turned out. Pleasure is a false god. Research shows that people who focus their energy on materialistic and superficial pleasures end up more anxious, more emotionally unstable, and less happy in the long run. Pleasure is the most superficial form of life satisfaction, and therefore the easiest. Pleasure is what's marketed to us. It's what we fixate on. It's what we use to numb and distract ourselves. But pleasure, while necessary, isn't sufficient. There's something more. Finding happiness does not require lowering one's expectations. A popular narrative lately is that people are becoming unhappier because we're all narcissistic and grew up being told that we're all special, unique snowflakes who are going to change the world, and we have Facebook constantly telling us how amazing everyone else's lives are, but not our own. So we all feel like crap and wonder where it all went wrong. Oh, and all of this happens by the age of 23. The failure to meet our expectations is not contradictory to happiness. And I'd actually argue that the ability to fail and still appreciate the experience is actually a fundamental building block to happiness. If you thought you were going to make $100,000 and drive a Porsche immediately out of college, then your standards of success were skewed and superficial. You confused your pleasure for happiness, and the painful smack of reality hitting you in the face will be one of the best lessons life ever gives you. The joy of life is not having a $100,000 salary. It's working to reach a $100,000 salary and then working for a $200,000 salary, and so on. So I say raise your expectations, elongate your process, lie on your deathbed with a to-do list a mile long, and smile at the infinite opportunity granted to you. Create ridiculous standards for yourself and then savor the inevitable failures. Learn from it. Live it. Let the ground crack and rocks crumble around you. Because that's how something amazing grows. Through the cracks. Happiness is not the same as positivity. Chances are, you know someone who always seems to be insanely happy, regardless of the circumstances or situation. Chances are, this is actually one of the most dysfunctional people you know. Denying negative emotions leads to deeper and more prolonged negative emotions and emotional dysfunction. It's a simple reality. Shit happens. Things go wrong. People upset us. Mistakes are made and negative emotions arise. And that's fine. Negative emotions are necessary and healthy for maintaining a stable baseline happiness in one's life. The trick with negative emotions is to 1. express them in a socially acceptable and healthy manner, and 2, express them in a way which aligns with your values. For example, a value of mine is to pursue non-violence. Therefore, when I get mad at someone, I express that anger, but I also make it a point to not punch them in the face. There's a lot of people out there who buy into the always be positive ideology. These people need to be avoided just as much as someone who thinks the world is an endless pile of shit. I think part of the appeal of obsessive positivity is the way in which we're marketed to. I think part of it is being subjected to happy, smiley people on television constantly. I think part of it is that some people in the self-help industry just want you to feel like there's something wrong with you all the time. Or maybe it's just that we're all lazy, and like anything else, we want the results without actually having to do the hard work for it. Which brings me to what actually drives happiness. Happiness is the process of becoming your ideal self. Completing a marathon makes us happier than eating a chocolate cake. Starting a new business with friends and struggling to make money makes us happier than buying a new computer. And the funny thing is that both of these activities are exceedingly unpleasant and require setting high expectations and potentially failing to always meet them. Yet, they are some of the most meaningful moments and activities of our lives. They involve pain, struggle, even anger and despair. Yet, once we have done them, we look back and get misty-eyed about them. Why? Because it's these sorts of activities that allow us to become our ideal selves. It's the perpetual pursuit of fulfilling our true selves that grants us happiness, regardless of superficial pleasures or pain, regardless of positive or negative emotions. This is why some people are happy in war and others are sad at weddings. It's why some are excited to work while others hate parties. The traits they're living in don't align with their ideal selves. The end results don't define our ideal selves. It's not finishing a marathon that makes us happy. It's achieving a difficult long-term goal that does. It's not the prestige and money from the new business that makes you happy. It's the process of overcoming all odds with people you care about. And this is the reason that trying to be happy will inevitably make you unhappy. Because to try to be happy implies that you are not already living as your ideal self. You are not aligned with the qualities of who you wish to be. After all, if you are acting out your true self, then you wouldn't feel the need to try to be happy. Cue statements about finding happiness within and knowing that you're enough. It's not that happiness itself is in you, it's that happiness occurs when you decide to pursue what's in you. And this is why happiness is so fleeting. No matter where you are in your life, there will always be that one more thing that you need to do to be extra specially happy. We dream of being a musician, and when we're a musician, we dream of writing a film score. And when we write a film score, we dream of writing a screenplay. And what matters isn't that we achieve each of these plateaus of success, but that we're constantly moving towards them, day after day, month after month, year after year. The plateaus will come and go, and we'll continue pursuing our ideal self down the path of our lives. And with that, with regards to finding happiness, it seems the best advice is also the simplest. Imagine who you wish to be and then step towards it. Dream big and then do something, anything. The simple act of moving at all will change how you feel about the entire process and serve to inspire you further. Let go of the imagined result. It's not necessary. The fantasy and the dream are merely tools to get you off your ass. It doesn't matter if they come true or not. Live, man, just live. Stop trying to be happy and just be. Thank you for watching. like this video if you liked it, and subscribe and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I publish a new video. And as always, I'll see you next Thursday.